Alright, boys. I'm not a reaction channel. I never will be. I don't have any interest to make that kind of content, usually speaking. But some circumstances call for an exception. As I'm sure many of you already know, Charlie Kirk was tragically murdered. And although I don't pretend to have any knowledge or understanding of the circumstances of the events that took place there is a perspective that I do want to share in relation to this. A warrior of God, a man of God, has been lost. His now grieving wife has been left alone with their young children. This is as tragic as it gets. And what I'm saying now is in no way meant to diminish from that whatsoever. But based on a lot of the conversations I see taking place, and even conversations that I've been having in my personal life, I think it's important to address this fact. The physical realm around us is only half the battle. If we look at the physical world around us, we only have any possibility, at best, to understand 50% of what's going on. It could be much less, and it likely is much less. Like they say, we actually see only, I think it's less than 1% of the electromagnetic light spectrum. So we are actually physically, literally blind to a lot of what is going on in this world around us. And that's to speak to or lend to the physical and the metaphysical realms and how they interact and how they interface with one another. Because everything that we experience here is being generated there. It's a battle that is being waged in the spiritual realm between God, the creator of all things, and the devil and his legions, whose sole intention in their existence is to take us, God's love, God's creation, with them where they've been damned to, the pits of hell. A complete lack, a complete removal of everything good and everything holy, which is God. As it says in the scriptures, Ephesians 6:12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what this is alluding to. That's what we're being told here. The physical realm, as real as it is, it's not to take away from it. It's the flesh and blood. You can take me out. You can cut my leg off. I can bleed. These are realities. But the soul goes on. There is something more than that. It goes deeper. It goes further. Because Charlie Kirk was a man of God. And whether you agree with his takes or not, I didn't agree with everything that he said. But it is undeniable that that man was a warrior for God, and he was bringing a message of truth. And by extension, love. Whether you want to hear it, whether you view it as positive or negative or not, that's just perception. And that's the message that he was trying to spread, and successfully. Likely waking up thousands, bringing thousands back to the kingdom, bringing thousands to Christ. And that's what I want to highlight here. He was waging a battle in the spiritual realm that was manifested here in the physical. And now those principalities, those authorities that exist in the spiritual realm hit back. But let's not view it as a loss. Again, apologies in advance for any insensitivity. My condolences and my prayers are 100% with his family. But I want to spread the message that the work he did here is not over. And it will live on. The work that he did is not in vain. He spread a movement, and he spread power and authority gained from the spiritual realm, from the kingdom of God, and manifested here, produced here, the fruits of which we see in the world around us. So much so that the enemy ceased his fight here on earth. But he cannot win. Trust me on that. He cannot and will not win. He's grasping at straws, as he always is, overplaying his hand, as he always is. He cannot help himself. His greedy little, cheeky little, overconfident, prideful, cocky actions is just constantly bringing more and more of us back to God. The battle between the metaphysical realm and the physical realm is real. We need to consider it, and we need to understand that it's not about left and right. It's not about gender politics. It's not about whatever the transformer nonsense movement versus straight people. It is, in a sense, it is. But that is granularization. That is minuscule compared to the real battle that is between God and the devil. And that's where our focus needs to be. If you want truth, if you want peace, if you want understanding, if you want fulfillment, if you want joy, there is one place that it exists, and there's one place that it emanates from, and that is God. So let's let Charlie Kirk's unfortunate and tragic passing be a light to that, to continue the work that he was doing here on earth, and bring more of us there where he was trying to bring us, to the truth, the way, the truth, and the life, which is Jesus Christ. God bless Charlie's soul, and God rest his soul. And prayers up for his family and everybody that was close to him. God bless.